Hi, I'm Reba Hollingsworth with CBS 6, and I was on the mic with Mike and had a fabulous time. Make sure you tune in every week.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. Mike King here. This is part of the Mike King Biz Media Network, which is ESPN Rich 106.1 International Business Group Radio, as well as the Hounds of Business Community. What we're doing here in the ESPN studios is talking to game changers. You can follow me on all the social platforms, On the Mic with Mike RVA, as well as Mike King Biz. Alrighty, so what we're doing is we're talking. It's not really sports. It's community here. All right, so we got the ladies from the Sportsbackers. Welcome to the program, ladies.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Alrighty, so tell us who you are and what you do.
Sure. I'm Ashley Snyder. I'm the marketing director at Sportsbackers. So honestly, just trying to rally people and get them to attend our events, and then just marketing our program.
There you go.
And I'm Nan Callahan. I'm our PR and communications manager at Sportsbackers, and very similar to Ashley, we work very closely together, but just trying to get our story out there and making sure that everybody knows what we're about.
People kind of know and hear the name Sportsbackers, not exactly sure. So we know you guys do the 10K.
Right.
But there's so much more to it than that. Let's hear a little bit of the Sportsbackers story.
Yeah, so our goal, our mission is to inspire active living. And so most people do know us for our events like the UCrops Monument Avenue 10K, the Allianz Partners Richmond Marathon, and probably Dominion Energy River Rock. I would say those are our big three. But since we're in Chesterfield, I'll mention the Kentucky Late Run also. But yeah, we use those events to kind of inspire people and encourage them to get moving. And then the events kind of serve as like a celebration of their hard work, and they bring the community together. And then in addition to our events, we also have programs. We have Bike Walk RVA, which is advocating for pedestrian and bike infrastructure. So really just giving people safe places to bike and walk. We have Fitness Warriors, which is where we train fitness warriors. We provide free training. They become ACE certified fitness instructors, and then they go into the community and offer free fitness classes in places where people may not have access to gyms and fitness classes otherwise. We also have Kids on the Move, which is where we go into area schools and we kind of equip coaches to provide before or after school programming, and they get kids moving.
So that's a lot.
It's a lot.
So those are a lot of the things that people don't know about the Sportsbackers. I mean, they know the big things, but those are the community-minded things where, like you're saying, you're taking the message in sports to the community and helping to get the community moving. Okay, so the lady with the PR.
Yep.
All right, so let's talk about, the thing is, when people hear Sportsbackers, they're not exactly sure. What are some of the misconceptions that people have of Sportsbackers?
Great question.
I got one per show. That's it. That was it.
Good to know. This is
we're done. Thank you very much.
I feel like some of the misconceptions that they have is that I think the top one is that they don't know that we're a nonprofit. I think that, we talk about, because we are driving home that our events are there because our events help us do some of our nonprofit work as well, that they kind of see that forefront and think that we're a for-profit business. I also think that another thing is, just because we work with so many amazing sponsors and elevate them with the names of our events.
You guys are good.
Yeah, well, it's great to work with them. They help us get the name out in the community and help us tell the story. So that's always great. Besides, they provide us with a lot of funding to be able to do the events. But people will think like that it is, the UCrops 10K and that we're a sponsor of this event that UCrops does. Which, we'll give all the power to UCrops though, because we love UCrops, so we're not mad about that. But I do think that's a misconception sometimes. They're not totally aware that not only are we the event organizers, but we're also a nonprofit ourselves.
One of the things I always ask people when they come in here, on the mic with Mike, we deal with a lot of nonprofits. What is the draw? So you guys have been in the nonprofit world 10 years. What's the draw to nonprofit work?
Good.
Yeah, I feel like the draw to it for us is this is the only place I've ever worked. I've done internships and things multiple places, but I've had the pleasure of never knowing what it's like to not care about your job. It's like I care about what I do every day because I can directly see everything that we're doing in the community, and you get that warm and fuzzy a lot and you feel good about what you're doing. And I love living in Richmond, so I like other things that I see that make our community more vibrant. So knowing that we're contributing to that vibrancy, I think, is probably a huge draw for a lot of people that work at nonprofits. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, it's that the events to me bring out the best of Richmond. When you're at the event, you see strangers becoming friends, like everyone is supporting one another. They really do bring out the best in people in Richmond, and would not be what they are, I don't think, in any other city than Richmond. Like, we really are in a cool area. And to market our events and then be out there on race day to see the culmination of all that hard work is really, really cool.
Because it's a lot of work to make that day. That day work. Okay, so you've been there at least 10 years. You're rolling along. You guys are good. You know what you have to do to make the race happen. All things happen, and then COVID shows up.
Yeah.
What did you guys learn and do that you did during COVID that you looked up and said, we never did that before, but this thing works?
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think we knew immediately. So COVID hit. I think we had to cancel the 10K.
That was the first thing.
That was the first thing that got
big
canceled,
thing.
and it was like 2 weeks away.
Yeah, it was very soon.
And that's one of our biggest events. So we were scared
Yeah.
right away. I think
It was a very surreal feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like for everybody. But
It
yeah.
was. So yeah, we immediately had to shift. And what we found was that we do have some we knew we had great supporters, but there
You found out.
Yeah.
we
Oh
really
yeah.
did
You
find
really
out.
did.
I mean, we survived, and there are other companies, I will say, maybe they're not nonprofits, but maybe companies like event companies that did not make it, and we did, and we think it's because of the support of the community. And I will also give Sportsbackers, like our staff, some credit, because we got really creative and we came up with, we weren't okay not having the 10K, right? Like, we were like, no way, like, this event brings people together. Like, how can we still make that happen within the confines of what the pandemic was giving us? So we ended up hosting the 10K at 3 different parks. I think we were at Bird Park, Dory Park, and what's the one in West End? Blanking on it. Ooh,
Deep
sorry.
Run? Yeah,
Deep Run, there we go. Sorry, West End. But yeah, Deep Run Park. And we held the event over 3 days, and you could go participate in it from like sun up to sundown at one of these 3 locations. So when you were out there, it obviously was not the same feel as being on Monument Avenue, on race day, but you saw other people, you cheered for people as you were passing them. So it was really special to see people still come out and believe in what we were doing and to want to be a part of it.
There you go. We're here talking sports backers. Oh, what's so big news is we had the RVA Sports Awards, and you guys were the winners for the On the Mic with Mike.
Yes.
That was the donation. So we'd just like to thank you very much. Here we go. This is our music when you guys walk in.
Mike King says.
All I do is win, no matter what.
That's it. That's what we do. There we go. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the typical radio station.
I didn't know I was going to dance
No,
party this early in the morning.
We got everything going on in here because what we're doing is we're celebrating all the great things happening in the RVA area. Ashley's here, Nana's here, talking RVA Sports Backers. You guys aren't the RVA Sports Backers. You're just Sports Backers.
I think our technical name, the one on our tax return, is Metropolitan Richmond Sportsbackers, but
you're just Sportsbackers.
Yeah, we're just
Sportsbackers.
Sportsbackers.
Just one
That's
name.
our casual.
Yeah, that's the straight name.
That's right. Not our government name.
Okay, that's right. We're not offering no government names around here. I am truly not Mike King Biz. No, I'm not. Person asked me one time, that's a great name for a show. I said, dude, that's my name. But it's like Michael, but my mom would usually be upset. I just became Mike totally. Okay, so we're here talking about the race, run, walk coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And it is historic. Okay,
Yeah.
tell us about
The 25th year. Yeah, 25th year of the UCrops Monument Avenue 10K presented by Kroger. So we're looking to celebrate big.
This is going to be a big thing.
It is. We're trying to bring that party to Monument Avenue. I think it's going to be very fun. The race, we feel like, is known for having this energetic buzz around it anyway. If you've ever been out there supporting, running, walking, being part of a party group, volunteering, anything, like the city is alive. So I definitely think that the 25th is going to have it hyped up even more.
Now, and there are people you had told me who've done it every year.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating them. They're going to have something special and that we know. That's a commitment.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of 10K.
Yeah, that's a lot of, yeah, it is. And the thing is, when they started it, what it's turned into. So just for you guys, the last 10 years, what's been the biggest evolution that you see for the Monument 10K?
I will say, obviously, Monument Avenue has changed.
Yes.
itself.
Yes.
The monuments are no longer there, with the exception of the Arthur Ashe Monument. So that has been a big evolution, obviously. I'll admit that is something that we used to highlight as being like a feature along the race course. I will say, I do not think that is ever what made it special. I think it is the fact that the community is coming together and, as I mentioned, like cheering each other on. And so it was almost nice to have those out of the way almost, if that makes sense, so that people really could focus on being there and supporting each other.
Yeah, I definitely think it's gotten away too from, like, you asked us when we walked in, it's not a race, it's a run. And that's the truth. Like, I do feel like it's definitely maybe gotten away from that feeling of it being a true, like, it's only for runners like that. And that's something that in our marketing we've really shifted to, because you know what, it's for everybody. And if you want to come out and run half of it, walk half of it, run a couple of minutes, walk a couple of minutes, or walk the whole thing and gab with your friends the whole time, there's a spot for you. So I definitely think being able to show people that has made it an event that's a lot more accessible for a lot of people.
All right, let's get the date of it.
April 20th.
April 20th, that is the date already. So how can a person get involved?
Sure. Well, there's numerous ways to take part. As Nan mentioned, you can walk, run. We also have the Richmond Experience Spirit, or the Spirit Groups presented by Richmond Experience.
Oh, those guys know how to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah, that's a fun group.
There are so many spirit groups along the course. I think last year we had 24, so we're of course hoping for at least 25 this year, with it being our 25th anniversary. We have bands lining up and down Monument Avenue. So if you're musically talented or not, but you want to play an instrument, get on out there. And then we need volunteers and just spectators in general.
So on the Mike, we do celebrate volunteers. I always talk about big organizations, smaller organizations. The volunteers are the backbone of it. What's the staff size for Sportsback? Oh,
it's like 25.
25.
Yeah.
How many people does it take to put on race day?
100.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's a ton of people that's needed.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's talk about the love for the volunteers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's jobs for everybody at different times. Mary Marshall Graver is our volunteer coordinator, and she is maybe the best lady ever. So if you want to have fun with somebody while you're volunteering, come on out and see her. She'll give you some snacks, some water. She'll make your time a breeze. But we have lots of different ways you can volunteer. So there is the Health and Fitness Expo that happens out at the Richmond Raceway before the event. And that is on Thursday and Friday before the event. And it's really, especially on Friday, it's all day. So there's tons of time slots. You can come in and help people get their bibs. You can come in and greet people. You can help people get their t-shirts, their race bags, all of that good stuff. And then on actual race day, we definitely need people that are volunteering at the start line, carrying those wave signs, water stops, people handing out medals and post-race food. All of water stops along the course. So all of that stuff. And if you go to sportsbackers.org, I believe, and go to the 10K website, there is a little bar that says volunteer with us, and you can see all those time slots there.
There you go. Are we breaking news about who's going to be there? No, are we? No?
Oh,
yeah.
No, we're not.
Hold on,
Wait a second. Wait a second. Listen, we spared no expenses around
I was
here.
going to say, we got sound effects.
We got sound effects. Okay, so drum roll. Okay, drummer, somebody's gonna be there.
At the finish line, greeting you across the finish, we've got. You can do the honors.
I feel like you should say it.
I'm gonna be there. Okay, I'm gonna be there at the finish line. So to get to the finish line, do you guys have a car that I could ride in? You know, like the.
Oh, yeah, with the queen.
I'm
Just
gonna be.
waving your.
I'm just
you're
gonna be a
the
little
queen
bit
of our
extra.
family, extra.
I am gonna be extra. Because just riding and waving at people.
We need to find a crown too.
Exactly. Hey, you're just lucky I don't have one on now. Don't think I won't be out there with one on.
We might be able to get you in a golf cart. How's that work?
Oh, yeah, there's my. Okay,
We've
there's
got a
my
shirt
golf
for
cart.
you,
Thing.
too.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
You know what?
you know,
Tell
these are
people
for
these.
you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, we gotta show people. 25 years,
25
Yeah.
Sportsbackers. That's something right there. So congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
So you guys are gonna be back. As I said, this is a partnership now with Sportsbackers and On the Mic with Mike. The RA Sports Awards, they really do some great things out there. I was happy to be partnered with them with the great things that they do.
Yeah.
Your team was out in force.
We were.
Your
Yeah.
team was just
It's a fun event. It's a great
yes.
night. Yes.
Fun.
That is a party. So
Mhm.
all right, so On the Mic with Mike, one last time, how can people find you?
Go to sportsbackers.org. That's probably the easiest. We're
Mhm.
also on social media on Instagram. It's at Sportsbackers, and same with TikTok.
There you go. You guys on TikTok?
Oh yeah, we're hip.
Yeah, I'm not hip.
No,
I'm
yeah, it's
not.
a much younger lady than
I'm
either of
not-
us that's on
Yeah,
there.
I'm not hip like that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, On the Mic with Mike, as I always say, make sure you take your sponsors and advertisers, because this microphone ain't free. Plus, my grandkids need stuff. Yes, they do. Here we go.
Mike, Michael, Mike, stop the Michael, Mike. My name is Isabella, and you're listening to My King Biz. Hubby, that's my scam.
All righty, folks, thanks. Now take care.